In today's video, we're giving up to $100 for everybody watching this video so that they can get even more XRP with. Now, of course, we partnered with Upload to do this, and all you're going to have to do is tap the like button, share this video to one friend or family member, hit the subscribe button, and most importantly, comment in the comment section XRP, as we'll be filtering through and messaging every single person that does do so. So again, comment XRP down below in the comment section, and with that being said, let's get right into the video. The United States Federal Reserve has just set the price of XRP to over $990 as they confirm a federal crypto buyback program valuing XRP at $990 and confirming that they will purchase over 50 billion XRP. This comes as the Federal Reserve openly states that they have met with the Ripple Labs team and discussed XRP. In fact, it highlights that top Ripple executives attended the Federal Reserve Bank's 8th annual FinTech conference and discussed with the Federal Reserve team how they can integrate XRP into the FedNow payment system. Yes, the Federal Reserve payment system that serves cross-border and internal payments has officially announced that they will likely use Ripple Labs and XRP, and we'll roll this to you guys shortly where we show you the exact report confirming so. Ultimately, the Federal Reserve decided that they would lay the groundwork for a new era of instant payments and that XRP will be at the center of this transformation. It remains to be seen how this partnership will develop over time and exactly what benefits it will bring to the world of payments and cryptocurrencies, but what we do know is that XRP will be used for payments within the Federal Reserve. Even President Donald Trump has declared that the Federal Reserve will use American cryptos, including Bitcoin and XRP, and if the Federal Reserve Chairman Jeremy Powell rejects, he will be fired / kicked out real fast. This announcement prompted Jeremy Powell to come out publicly and say banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers, specifically XRP. All of this has been highlighted on live broadcast, so you can see it, and I'll be rolling the clips for you guys shortly, but these are extremely important to see that on a global scale, and most importantly, in the United States of America. Adoption of XRP is unfolding, and the massive buyback is prompting a massive skyrocket in the price of XRP to over $990 per XRP. Now, of course, for the XRP giveaway, everybody's been wondering, how can we get free XRP? Well, we partnered with Upload to give every single person that signs up and Upload using my link in the description and does a transaction up to $100 worth of free XRP. This means that if you put in 1 penny, $1, $10, any amount of money, you deposit it onto Uphold after you create an account using my link in the description, you're going to get up to $100 worth of free money to buy even more XRP or whatever you want with it. So I definitely recommend you guys do this, and with that being said, let's proceed into the video. Of course, XRP's price currently sits at $2.08 with its market cap in the green, its price in the green, and overall price action showing on the charts a consolidation. Now, the Federal Reserve has publicly stated multiple times that XRP is likely to be used to facilitate the blockchain aspect of the FedNow payment system, after various rumors of meetings that took place between Ripple and the Federal Reserve. Here's one report that confirms that exactly is set to happen, and it says, the FedNow payment service partnership between Metal Blockchain for quick fiat and stable conversions marks a major milestone in bridging the barrier between conventional banking and decentralized finance. At the moment, the United States citizens can solely make instant payments within the country through third-party applications like Venmo and PayPal or digital wallets for cryptocurrencies. The platform undergoing a pilot phase with over 120 organizations taking part, including recent additions such as the US Bank, Exchange Bank, and various other payment processors and solution providers. Ripple, a prominent provider of cross-border payments and open-source distributed ledger technology for financial transactions, is likely to be included among the fintech companies that the FedNow will utilize. This has been confirmed, and what has made it exponentially likely on a global scale is the fact that Ripple has officially partnered with Swift, a multi-trillion-dollar provider that facilitates basically all of the money in the world. Specifically, when talking about globalized institutional development, globalized central bank development, Swift handles all the payments at this time, and Ripple, let's just say, has onboarded over 13 countries and is continuing to onboard even more. In fact, here's a video we're going to show you, and it's coming from a direct Swift official highlighting that Swift is working with Ripple Labs and working with XRP, and that Swift won't actually be replaced by XRP and Ripple Labs, but rather work with Ripple and XRP. Let's roll the clip.
There's a discussion surrounding crypto replacing SWIFT. So we did speak earlier where you mentioned that it's not necessarily about replacing SWIFT, it's about complementing it. So let's get some more information on this.
Okay. I used to work for SWIFT. I was SWIFT for 20 years, so SWIFT is flowing through my veins. SWIFT is the preeminent messaging system for the financial industry, which covers, say, payments, FX, trade, in terms of securities, etc., Nostra reconciliations, etc. What we're looking with the crypto, though, is where SWIFT would have a store and forward system for most of its payment transactions, where you need service level agreements that in a certain time I will do something, the payment turns up at a certain time during the day. Here we're looking at the new network styles, which allow instant, real-time movement of the funds and visibility of those funds as well. So we would not have a situation where banks need to come back to you and say, have my funds arrived? It's 3 days later. I need to find out or find query messages moving around the network. There's nothing like that. I don't believe Ripple is going to replace SWIFT. Ripple is one of the complementary networks which is going to allow those institutions who need real time to make use of that. And I think we're also seeing that SWIFT are changing their network capability so that real time will be a possibility as well. But we may also see Ripple XRP moving across the SWIFT network as a currency when we're perhaps using something like FX.
Now, so, I just slightly moving on for a second.
Yeah.
Many people are using cryptos just to buy and sell and make quick gains out of it. Does it hurt the growth of cryptocurrencies, that usage for a quick buck?
So it's kind of chicken and egg. You have to create a marketplace. And right now we have about 150, 200 exchanges around the world that trade in XRP. A lot of it, as you say, is very shallow trading by individuals, and that is not the use case that we are pursuing. What we are pursuing is the use of XRP as a financial asset by sophisticated institutions as a bridging mechanism. So does this hurt or harm? Well, it creates a lot of noise. And, we certainly don't want that much noise, but we're waiting. And for example, this last quarter, the bulk of XRP sales were to institutional investors. And as this transitions away from retail to institutions who start to use it for wholesale, financial usage, that's when the turning point will come.
Now, with all that being said, we have to look at the XRP ledger, because the XRP ledger is what facilitates all the payment. And the XRP ledger is not just comprised of XRP, but rather a bunch of other tokens that are utility-based, and of course they also have some meme coins. Some of those are, for example, Rug, Burn, XGO, and a bunch of others. But what they're not talking to you about, and what people are not talking about, is that you can now officially buy all XRP ledger meme coins and utility coins directly on this one platform called BenExchange.com. BenExchange is the #1 XRP ledger DEX, and it has every single XRP ledger token. It's also available on mobile, so on Android and Apple, and it features not only the XRP ledger, but also all the EVM chains, XRPL and Solana. Guys, this is extremely bullish, and is one of the top platforms out there. They've recently announced they have launched their official native token, the BXE token, which now allows you to actually buy it directly via fiat, so you can literally buy the BXE token. We're going to pull it up right here. This is the BXE token. Currently priced 0.007, but you can now buy directly via card. So you can click buy with card, put in the amount of USD, and you will get your tokens. You can also now sell with card and send the money directly to your bank, and you can do that with, again, every single token. You can do that with XRP, you can do that with Aurel USD. It's all very easily accessible and easy to use on BenExchange.com. I'll be leaving all their information down below in the description, all the links as well, so I definitely recommend you guys do check them out. They have live charts, and it looks absolutely amazing. In terms of the chart for this, I mean, well, it is currently set up in a consolidation phase, and it does seem like a massive breakout is imminent. Just imagine once an exchange goes live on a global scale, we will see likely the price of the BXC token reflect the massive amount of use case. Now, guys, with all that being said, I do want to remind you guys to not forget to tap the like button, subscribe to the channel with post notifications, and share this video. As well as, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research. The crypto space is extremely risky, and you should always invest only what you're willing to lose. Now, with all of that being said, guys, I am going to end out the video here, so I hope you guys did enjoy it. Again, tap the like button, subscribe to the channel with post notifications, share this video. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.